Gloria's talking to Dr. Tricia about how to get advice from your pharmacist. That's in half an hour after 100% Gold, which follows Juliet.
It's 2 o'clock. I'm Juliet Bremner. Louise Woodward's trying to readjust to normal life after finally returning from America. She made an emotional return to her Cheshire home after flying back from Boston. Earlier at Manchester Airport, she again insisted she was innocent of killing baby Matthew Eapen.
I feel great sorry for the death of baby Matthew. But like I've said time and time again, I had nothing to do with his death.
Within the last hour, the High Court's ruled that the 5 men accused of killing Stephen Lawrence will have to give evidence to the murder inquiry. But the judge also said the 5 can't be asked directly whether they committed the crime. They had argued that they'd face an unfair public trial if they were forced to answer questions. Italian villagers have accused the US military of trying to bribe them over the cable car accident which killed 20 people earlier this year. They rejected the Americans' offer of $2 million compensation because they felt it was an attempt to keep them quiet about the accident. And plays just got underway in the second test between England and South Africa at Lord's, and England have made a cracking start. South Africa are currently 21 for 2. Dominic Cork's taken both wickets. We've just heard they've had to go off because of rain. And let's have a look at the weather for the rest of the afternoon. The best of the sunshine will be in Scotland. More persistent rain elsewhere, easing off this afternoon. We'll be back at 3:30.
For the first time on British television.
I love you, Sophia. Till death do us part. Welcome to the Luciano family.
From the pen of Linda LaPlante.
An offer we can't refuse.
Vanessa Redgrave.
We need to make our family strong.
Natasha Kinski.
The mafia are bound by their own laws. They take their own justice.
And Jennifer Tilly.
Open it nice and easy.
The UK premiere.
They're the mafia.
Starts Tuesday at 8 on 5.
Now that's what I call girl power. Here's 100% Gold.
Welcome to 100% Gold. On the last edition, our champion elected to return to play his 9th game. So, number 1, what is your name?
Hello, I'm Stanley Prince from Hove in East Sussex.
Number 2, what is your name?
Hello, I'm Rosemary Calvert from Southampton.
And number 3, what is your name?
Hello, I'm John Bateson from Nottingham.
I'll ask 100 questions which you should answer by pressing the appropriate button in front of you. At the end of the game, whoever has scored the closest to 100% will be the champion. Good luck to you all. Today's competition begins now. Question 1. How many planets are there in our solar system? A, 7, B, 8 or C, 9? The answer is C, 9. Question 2. Which of Henry VIII's wives died of natural causes while married to him? A, Jane Seymour, B, Anne of Cleves or C, Catherine Howard? It was A, Jane Seymour. Question 3. Which of the following symbolises the rhyme scheme of a regular limerick? A, AA, BAB, B, AABBA, or C, ABAAB? The answer is B, AABBA. Question 4. On which Pacific island are most of the inhabitants said to be descendants of the Bounty mutineers? A, Pitcairn Island, B, Easter Island, or C, Jarvis Island? The answer is A, Pitcairn Island. Question 5. The word plumbing comes from the Latin for lead, from which early water pipes were made. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 6. Who played Raquel Wollstonecraft in TV's Coronation Street? A, Sarah Lancashire, B, Dawn Acton, or C, Lynn Perry? It was A, Sarah Lancashire. Question 7. Irish Mist liqueur is made from whiskey flavoured with what ingredient? A, cranberries, B, orange peel, or C, honey? It's C, honey. Question 8. During which conflict was the Victoria Cross first awarded? A, Boer War, B, Crimean War, or C, World War I? It was B, Crimean War. Question 9. In which county is Chartwell, the former home of Winston Churchill? A, Sussex, B, Kent, or C, Surrey? It's B, Kent. Question 10. The pole vault was first introduced as an Olympic event for women in Atlanta in 1996. Is that true or false? It's false. After 10 questions, the percentage of correct answers given so far is as follows. Rosemary has 60%, John has 70%, and Stanley has 90%. Question 11. In Roman mythology, who was the god of the dead? A, Pluto, B, Jupiter, or C, Mars? It was A, Pluto. Question 12. Now in decline, which American city was famous as one of the world's great steel-making centres? A, Denver, B, Milwaukee, or C, Pittsburgh? It was C, Pittsburgh. Question 13. What were author G.K. Chesterton's first names? A, George Kenneth, B, Gilbert Keith, or C, Graham Kevin? They were B, Gilbert Keith. Question 14. In the world of music, by what other name is concert pitch known? A, Frankfurt pitch, B, Stuttgart pitch, or C, Hanover pitch? It's B, Stuttgart pitch. Question 15. The Steve Martin film Roxanne is based on the French story of Jean de Florette. Is that true or false? It's false. It's based on that of Cyrano de Bergerac. Question 16. Which singing group originally comprised Bobby Hatfield and Bill Medley? A, the Righteous Brothers, B, the Walker Brothers, or C, the Gibson Brothers? It was A, the Righteous Brothers. Question 17. Which of the following London train stations is located south of the River Thames? A, Waterloo, B, Euston, or C, Victoria? It's A, Waterloo. Question 18. With which field of science was Sir Bernard Lovell mainly associated? A, medicine, B, botany, or C, radioastronomy? It's C, radioastronomy. Question 19. When Pocahontas was converted to Christianity, what name did she adopt for her baptism? A, Rachel, B, Rebecca, or C, Ruth? It was B, Rebecca. Question 20. The world's chief source of iodine is brine. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 21. With which of the arts was Sergei Diaghilev chiefly associated? A, painting, B, sculpture, or C, ballet? It was C, ballet. Question 22. In which year did the United States officially enter the First World War? A, 1915, B, 1917, or C, 1918? It was B, 1917. Question 23. Renowned as the organiser of victory in the 7 Years' War, who became the first Earl of Chatham? A, Robert Peel, B, William Pitt, or C, Robert Walpole? It was B, William Pitt. Question 24. Rightidectomy is the medical name for what operation? A, hip replacement, B, hair transplant, or C, facelift? It's C, facelift. Question 25. All of the continent of Antarctica lies within the Antarctic Circle. Is that true or false? It's false. Question 26. In which folklore do the mischievous fairies called Gwyllion appear? A, Welsh, B, Irish, or C, Icelandic? It's A, Welsh. Question 27. On a ship, what name is given to the distance between the plimsoll mark and the deck? A, full board, B, half board, or C, freeboard? It's C, freeboard. Question 28. Now considered obsolete, what was a gittern? A, a surgical instrument, B, a cooking utensil, or C, a musical instrument? It's C, a musical instrument. Question 29. Which of the following West Indian cricketers has scored the most test runs? A, Vivian Richards, B, Garfield Sobers, or C, Gordon Greenidge? It's A, Vivian Richards. Question 30. By air, Naples is further from London than Gibraltar. Is that true or false? It's false. And after 30 questions, the scores are as follows. Rosemary has 60%, John has 77%, and Stanley has 83%. Question 31. Shirley Ellis had a hit in 1965 with which of the following? A, the slapping song, B, the clapping song, or C, the flapping song? It was B, the clapping song. Question 32. Who played Delilah in the 1950 film Samson and Delilah? A, Rita Hayworth, B, Hedy Lamarr, or C, Elizabeth Taylor? It was B, Hedy Lamarr. Question 33. From which part of the turmeric plant is the spice obtained? A, leaf, B, root, or C, seed? It's B, root. Question 34. What type of creature is an indri? A, leopard, B, lizard, or C, lemur? It's C, lemur. Question 35. Sometimes called pig nuts, earth nuts are members of the carrot family. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 36. Ilchester cheese is traditionally made by flavouring what with mustard pickle? A, double Gloucester, B, red Leicester, or C, cheddar? It's A, double Gloucester. Question 37. Which children's TV character lived at number 52 Festive Road? A, Paddington, B, Mr. Ben, or C, Bananaman? It was B, Mr. Ben. Question 38. What name is given to the tool used to smooth out newly laid plaster? A, Derby, B, Lancan, or C, Bristol? It's A, Derby. Question 39. What is peculiar about the Pitahui bird of New Guinea? A, it contains poison, B, it has a 2-foot beak, or C, it has no wings? It's A, it contains poison. Question 40. On a 3-masted ship, the mizzen mast is the shortest one at the front. Is that true or false? It's false, it's at the back. Question 41. What was rock guitarist Eric Clapton's first successful group? A, The Jam, B, Cream, or C, The Yardbirds? It was C, The Yardbirds. Question 42. By what name is the French game of pétanque better known? A, croquet, B, lacrosse, or C, boule? It's C, boule. Question 43. Who succeeded Pierre Trudeau as Prime Minister of Canada? A, John Turner, B, Kim Campbell, or C, Brian Mulroney? It was A, John Turner. Question 44. Which American poet married his 13-year-old cousin Virginia Clem? A, Walt Whitman, B, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, or C, Edgar Allan Poe? It was C, Edgar Allan Poe. Question 45. The marimba is an African percussion instrument. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 46. What was the name of the single supercontinent that existed about 200 million years ago? A, Gondwanaland, B, Pangaea, or C, Laurasia? It was B, Pangaea. Question 47. In which country was the actor Peter Lorre born? A, Austria, B, Germany, or C, Hungary? It was C, Hungary. Question 48. Who created the fictional detectives George Gideon and Inspector West? A, John Creasy, B, Peter Lovesey, or C, Niall Marsh? It was A, John Creasy. Question 49. Which bay lies at the eastern end of the border between Northern Ireland and the Irish Republic? A, Strangeford Lough, B, Carlingford Lough, or C, Lough Foyle? It was B, Carlingford Lough. Question 50. When Spanish TV showed Fawlty Towers, they changed the nationality of Manuel the waiter to Italian. Is that true or false? It's true. Halfway through and the scores are as follows. Rosemary has 56%, John has 60%, and Stanley has 72%. Join us after the break for the second half of today's game.
You'd think your dishwasher was clean, but limescale and grease collect where you can't reach. Finish Dishwasher Cleaner cleans the places you can't. Its dual action removes the grease and limescale. And a cleaner dishwasher means cleaner dishes. Finish Dishwasher Cleaner, our ultimate finish. For a voucher worth £1 off your next purchase, call free phone 0800 77 90 20.
You can now buy powered lawnmowers. Here's a new and effective alternative to sweeping your debris. Introducing Water Sweep, the hydro-powered broom that's the first in the UK. WaterSweep's powered water jet converts your ordinary garden hose into an amazing high-pressure jet spray. Dirt and debris get swept away with hydrojet power. Look, an ordinary nozzle sprays water in all directions. The dirt just gets splashed around. But WaterSweep is hydrophysically designed to push all the dirt in one direction. The wide 2 to 3 foot path cleans it all away in no time. Use WaterSweep to clean your walkway or patio. Even the most stubborn caked-on dirt is tackled quickly and easily. WaterSweep is the perfect way to sweep up wood decks. And it's perfect for brick or stone. Tackles dirt, even in those hard-to-reach cracks, and can then be flushed away in seconds. Once you try WaterSweep, you'll never go back to anything else. Leaves, twigs, and other debris are simply no match for WaterSweep. It's so powerful, it can clean this car to a sparkle. The dirt just gets blown away, even from those hard-to-reach places. And it's so comfortable and easy, you're sure to find dozens of other uses. Look, cleaning out your gutters can take hours, but with WaterSweep, those leaves get washed away in no time. Look, now the Deluxe WaterSweep has a soap or detergent dispenser and an additional fitting to ensure it fits any hose. Have your credit card ready. Order now, and you'll get the Deluxe WaterSweep for just £19.95. To order through this exclusive TV offer, call 0990 110 174. It's only £19.95. If you're not completely satisfied, return the Deluxe WaterSweep within 30 days for a full refund. It is not available in the shops, so call 0990 110 174 now. That's 0990 110 174.
Every Saturday until the end of September, cable and wireless phone customers will pay no more than 50p for a UK long-distance call, however long it lasts. To join our phone service, free call 0500 500 500 now.
Welcome back to 100% Gold. We're halfway through and the scores are as follows. Rosemary has 56%, John has 60%, and Stanley is in the lead with 72%. From now on, I'll give updates of the scores, but without revealing who has scored what. The game continues with question 51. In which sport was Greg Louganis a leading competitor? A. Boxing, B. Skiing, or C. Diving? It was C. Diving. Question 52. In art, the word chiaroscuro refers to the particular use of what in a picture? A. Light and dark, B. Relief, or C. Reflections? It's A. Light and dark. Question 53. Which plough has wheels and a seat on which the farmer sits whilst tilling? A. Sulky plough, B. Huffy plough, or C. Glum plough? It's A. Sulky plough. Question 54. Which Russian emperor was married to Catherine the Great before she deposed him? A. Ivan VI, B. Nicholas I, or C. Peter III? It was C. Peter III. Question 55. The first commercially successful plastic, Bakelite, was named after its inventor, Leo Baekeland. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 56. Pitchblende is an important source of which of the following? A. Diamonds, B. Platinum, or C. Uranium? It's C. Uranium. Question 57. The 1960s design partnership of Tuffin and Fole was famous in which field? A. Architecture, B. Fashion, or C. Interior design? It was B. Fashion. Question 58. A Better Class of Person, Almost a Gentleman, and Damn You England are autobiographies of which dramatist? A. Alan Ayckbourn, B. John Osborne, or C. Harold Pinter? It's B. John Osborne. Question 59. What epidemic plague was reported in the first book of Samuel in the Old Testament? A. The plague of Holon, B. The plague of Nineveh, or C. The plague of Ashdod? The answer is C. The plague of Ashdod. Question 60. The flag of Syria has 3 stripes and 3 stars. Is that true or false? It's false. It has only 2 stars. And after 60 questions, the scores are as follows. One of you has 58%, one of you has 60%, and one of you has 75%. Question 61. At which Olympics did Chris Brasher win the gold medal in the 3,000-metre steeplechase? A. Melbourne, B. Rome, or C. Tokyo? It was A. Melbourne. Question 62. Which of the following is the name of a collection of poetry by Sylvia Plath? A. Caliban, B. Ariel, or C. Miranda? It's B. Ariel. Question 63. Site of the earliest recorded civilization. In which country is the ancient land of Sumer? A. Iran, B. Egypt, or C. Iraq? It's C. Iraq. Question 64. Part of the human body, what is the more common name for the hypophysis? A. Eardrum, B. Pituitary gland, or C. Spleen? It's B. Pituitary gland. Question 65. The position and role of censor was an innovation of ancient Athens. Is that true or false? It's false. It was a Roman innovation. Question 66. Which royal house saw the signing of the Magna Carta and the 100 Years' War? A. Lancaster, B. Normandy, or C. Plantagenet? It was C. Plantagenet. Question 67. Which writer created the godlike characters of Urizen and Rintrah? A. William Blake, B. John Milton, or C. John Bunyan? It was A. William Blake. Question 68. In which part of the human body are the turbinate bones? A. Hand, B. Nose, or C. Spine? It's B. Nose. Question 69. When measuring angles in engineering, what unit equals approximately 57.3 degrees? A. 1 radian, B. 1 minute, or C. 1 span? It's A. 1 radian. Question 70. The late Jurassic dinosaur, Allosaurus, was a carnivore. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 71. Which country has the largest vineyard acreage in the world? A. France, B. Spain, or C. Germany? It's B. Spain. Question 72. Who won an Oscar for his role in the film Sergeant York? A. James Stewart, B. Gary Cooper, or C. Stuart Granger? It was B. Gary Cooper. Question 73. Which English composer wrote his Pastoral Symphony in 1916? A. Edward Elgar, B. Gustav Holst, or C. Robert Vaughan Williams? It was C. Robert Vaughan Williams. Question 74. At the start of the second millennium, what year will it be in the Hebrew calendar? A. 5760, B. 6760, or is it C. 7760? The answer is A. 5760. Question 75. In 1970, the actor Paul Newman had a British hit with I Talk to the Trees. Is that true or false? It's false. It was Clint Eastwood. Question 76. Meaning a short coat, from what language do we get the word parka? A. Aleutian, B. Norwegian, or C. Finnish? It's A. Aleutian. Question 77. In the TV series of the same name, who was the man in a suitcase? A. McGann, B. McGee, or C. McGill? It's C. McGill. Question 78. If something is described as rhizomorphous, what does it resemble? A. A flower petal, B. A plant root, or C. A tree branch? It's B. A plant root. Question 79. In Canadian football, what name is given to the point one when the ball is played into the opposition's goal area? A. A rouge, B. A blanche, or C. A bleu? It's A. A rouge. Question 80. The African nation of Angola is a former colonial possession of France. Is that true or false? It's false. It was a colony of Portugal. As we move into the final section of the game, the scores are as follows. One of you has 55%, one of you has 60%, and one of you has 73%. The last section of the game begins with question 81. Which painter helped found the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood? A. Rossetti, B. Pissarro, or C. Dufy? It was A. Rossetti. Question 82. In which scientific field was an isopachite be used? A. Meteorology, B. Chemistry, or C. Geology? It's C. Geology. Question 83. Who directed the 1935 film Sounders of the River? A. Zoltan Korda, B. Joseph Mankiewicz, or C. Alfred Hitchcock? It was A. Zoltan Korda. Question 84. What is the chemical symbol for tungsten? A, U, B, V, or C, W? It's C, W. Question 85. 1 Methuselah bottle is equal to 8 standard wine bottles. Is that true or false? It's true. Question 86. Where is the Royal Artillery Institution Museum? A. Aldershot, B. Woolwich, or C. Chatham? It's B. Woolwich. Question 87. Once popular for summer wear, nankeen was a cloth made from what? A. Silk, B. Linen, or C. Cotton? It was C. Cotton. Question 88. Who became Britain's first poet laureate? A. John Dryden, B. Edmund Spenser, or C. John Donne? It was A. John Dryden. Question 89. Bradshaw, Grand Duke and Stanley are all European varieties of what fruit? A. Plum, B. Raspberry, or C. Fig? It's A. Plum. Question 90. Kaiser Wilhelm I of Germany was succeeded in 1888 by Wilhelm II. Is that true or false? It's false. He was succeeded by Frederick III. Question 91. What type of creature is a titi? A. Monkey, B. Turtle, or C. Bird? It's A. Monkey. Question 92. Who was Nelson's second in command at the Battle of Trafalgar? A. Admiral Rodney, B. Admiral Collingwood, or C. Admiral St. Vincent? It was B. Admiral Collingwood. Question 93. Who painted the famous Impressionist canvas, The Umbrellas? A. Renoir, B. Manet, or C. Sisley? It was A. Renoir. Question 94. In what aircraft were Alcock and Brown the first to fly the Atlantic non-stop? A. Handley Page 400, B. Vickers Vimy, or C. Curtiss IV flying boat? It was B. Vickers Vimy. Question 95. Bratislava is the capital of the Republic of Slovenia. Is that true or false? It's false. Question 96. Which of the following was a hit for Cat Stevens in 1972? A. Kumbaya, B. Lord of the Dance, or C. Morning Has Broken? It was C. Morning Has Broken. Question 97. Where do the Plecoptera order of insects lay their eggs? A. Inside living organisms, B. In water, or C. In other insects' nests? It's B. In water. Question 98. Who played Wonder Girl Drusilla in the TV series Wonder Woman? A. Deborah Winger, B. Kelly McGillis, or C. Cheryl Ladd? It's A. Deborah Winger. Question 99. In gross tonnage, which country has the world's largest registered merchant fleet? A. Panama, B. Liberia, or C. Japan? It's A. Panama. And question 100. Artillery enthusiast James II of Scotland was blown up by his own cannon while besieging Roxburgh Castle. Is that true or false? It's true. And at the end of today's game, one of you has 57%, one of you has 59%, and one of you has 69%. Rosemary and John, I'm afraid your scores weren't quite high enough, but thank you both for taking part. Stanley, congratulations, you're today's champion and have won £100. Will you return next time to play against two new contestants?
Yes, please.
Thanks for taking part, and we'll see you on the next edition of 100% Gold. Until then, goodbye.
The Queen of the Afternoon show talks to the Queen of Drag. Danny LaRue meets Gloria next.
A nurse whose commitment was her crime.
Sir, I'm not a doctor. I'm not trained.
Go tell them she's dangerous.
Jessie, Monday at 8 on 5.